Patrice was feeling lost. After a 3-year engagement ended painfully, she just needed a break from everything, even her own thoughts. Little did she know, her ride to the airport would change her life. "Hey there, you going to Hartsfield Airport?" Tony, her Uber driver, asked. "Yes, I hope I can make my flight. This is the worst time of the day to travel in Atlanta traffic." "You're right. I'll do my best to get you there." Patrice smiled, closed her eyes, and put her head back to relax on the 1-hour ride to Hartsfield International Airport. A John Legend song could be heard softly coming from the speakers of the Tesla. The song immediately made Patrice think about her recent breakup with Timothy, her fiancé of 2 years. Timothy and Patrice loved to listen to John Legend on Friday nights, after a long work week. Thinking out loud, Patrice said, "I just don't understand it." "Excuse me, ma'am," the Uber driver responded. "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking out loud," she said. "No problem." "Can I ask you a question?" Patrice continued. "Sure. How could a man who says he loves you and he wants to spend his life with you, a man who you spend just about every day with, a man that you share your dreams with and your most intimate thoughts and secrets, how could he just suddenly say that he is in love with someone else? Someone that he barely knows?" After a long pause, the Uber driver says, "I wish I had the answer to that, but I'm in a similar situation. The reason I'm here in Atlanta driving for Uber is because I came here to save my relationship with my fiancé after 3 years. I actually own a small marketing firm in Ohio. My fiancé and I had a long-distance engagement. She found a job in Atlanta at a marketing agency. Everything was going okay until days started to go by and we wouldn't talk. My text messages would go unanswered for hours. So one weekend I thought I would surprise her. I show up at her apartment and she's there with her manager from work. This guy is way too comfortable on her couch. No shoes, feet up, sipping wine and watching Netflix. At first she tried to lie and say he was just a coworker stopping by, but eventually she told me the truth. They had been dating for a couple of months and she just didn't know how to tell me. I got a job driving for Uber to try to save our relationship, but it didn't work. I liked the potential to open a branch of my firm here, so I decided to supplement my income driving until I opened my new branch." By this time, Patrice is speechless. Her eyes are red from crying. Tony's story crushed her. The pain was compounded. She was crying for the both of them. "I'm so sorry," Patrice says. "You have your own problems. You don't need to hear about mine. So are you going to continue to fight for your ex-fiancé and your engagement?" "No, it took me a while to realize that you can't fight for someone that's not willing to fight for you. She let me know in no uncertain terms. She doesn't want to have a relationship with me." "I'm so sorry. What did you say your name was?" "I'm so sorry. It's Tony, and what's yours?" "Patrice." "It's nice to meet you, Patrice. I wish it was under better circumstances." "Yeah, me too, Tony. And I'm sorry to tell you, it looks like there's a bad crash on 75. I don't think you're going to make your flight." "Oh, wow. Let me see if there's another flight to Chicago tonight." "What do you do in Chicago, Patrice, if you don't mind me asking?" "Oh, no, I don't mind. As you were telling me your story, I realized we have something in common. I'm the chief marketing officer for a well-known ad agency, and I have a background in digital marketing." Tony laughs out loud. "That's amazing. 2 marketing execs with sad stories." "I know, right? What a coincidence." For the next hour, sitting in the Spaghetti Junction Atlanta traffic, Tony and Patrice shared stories. They laughed, they cried, and shared photos of their families. Before long, they had been sitting in traffic for over 2 hours. "Oh well, it looks like I'll be spending the night in Georgia. There are no flights to Chicago tonight. My original flight was the last one." "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Any idea what hotel you'd like to stay in?" Yeah, I have points at the airport DoubleTree in. I'll stay there and catch the first flight to Chicago in the morning. Due to a multi-car accident on 75, Tony and Patrice sat in traffic for another 45 minutes. Hey Patrice, you have to be hungry. How about we get dinner together before I drop you off at the hotel? That would be nice, Tony. I hope it won't be too much trouble, Patrice responded. No trouble at all. And besides, I really have been enjoying our conversation. Eventually, Patrice and Tony arrived at Maggiano's Little Italy restaurant in Buckhead. Everything was perfect, the wine selections were amazing. Tony ordered risotto, and Patrice ordered the pasta primavera. They talked and laughed and cried again until Patrice says, Tony, I can't thank you enough for a wonderful day. That started off horribly and ended up as an amazing date. Oh, a date is what this is, Tony said, laughing. Yes, a date that was exactly what I needed to take my mind off of Timothy, Patrice said. Timothy? Tony asked. Is that your ex's name? Yes, why do you ask? Because that's the name of the man my fiancée Melissa cheated on me with. Melissa? Patrice asked, perplexed. Yes, Melissa. Do you know her? Melissa Shapiro. Yes, that's the name of the woman my fiancé cheated on me with. No. No way! It couldn't be, Tony said, eyes wide open in shock. Did you have any photos? They both pulled out their cell phones and showed each other their ex's new cheating partners. Oh my God, Patrice screamed. This is impossible. Timothy and Melissa were Tony and Patrice's exes, who both worked at the same firm. Over the course of time, Tony and Patrice continued to see each other. They always laughed at the day of their divine Uber ride to the airport. Maybe their breakups and the shortcomings of their fiancés was the divine intervention of the love gods. Eventually, Patrice moved from Chicago to Atlanta to co-found T&P Media Solutions with Tony. After 1 year and a half, Tony proposed to Patrice in Piedmont Park. They had a small private wedding ceremony with family and friends. And 1 year later, they had a son named Tony Jr. All this started from 2 broken hearts and 1 Uber ride. Sometimes a bad situation is the catalyst for true love. You may just be 1 Uber ride away from destiny. Thanks for watching.